Anyway, so we are going to highlight the Flawless in 5 today because that is the look that I love, and I think a lot of women like it as well. It's quick, it's easy, you feel put together, you're ready for your day. All right, should we get started? Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. All right, so the first step in our Flawless in 5 is our base, right? So if you were to purchase the Flawless in 5 set, you would have a choice between a dew skin. This is very similar to like a BB cream,
Yep.
right? So it's very dewy, hence the name, dew skin. It also has SPF in it, so it's gonna provide some protection. It goes on very light, as you will see. I think Isabella's gonna apply it to me here live. It goes on very light, it smooths in very nice, and it's moisturizing. So you can choose that in the set.
It's a very light coverage foundation. It's buildable, so you can make it more medium coverage. So if you're someone who likes like thick foundation to cover whatever, that wouldn't be exactly probably your favorite product, but I like a light foundation that can be built to a medium foundation. That way it kind of works for many different occasions. So.
See what I'm talking about? She knows. Okay, all right, so you can then, if you are not into that, you want a little more coverage, you can choose the Twin Skin. This is our brand new foundation that we are super excited about. And this baby comes in 18 shades. And on the website, there is a whole little step-by-step guide to help you figure out what shade will work for you. So those are the first two products. Then the second step is a concealer pen. You want to talk about the concealer pen?
Yeah, okay, so I love this concealer pen. So it's really nice because most concealers are like the wand you pull out and then you apply it to your skin, which is fine and great. But the nice thing about these concealer pens is they have a brush built in. And if you like to use your own brush, you can apply it with this brush and then blend it in with a different one. But then you're gonna press this little button a couple times. And when you first get it, you'll have to press it a bunch of times. But once you get it going, it's just a couple little pumps and then you can apply it right to your skin. And I think it's really handy. I like it. I mean, if you are traveling or if you just want to quickly cover up one little spot, you don't have to dirty a makeup brush. You can just apply it and you're ready to go. So I like this a lot.
Okay.
And it is a light to medium build as well as the dew skin, I would say. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, awesome. And then step 3, brows, the all-important brows. So I am very sparse out here at my ends. Isabella is blessed with nice, big, bushy eyebrows that everybody's envious of. So I definitely need some color to kind of fill those in. And Isabella tends to go with, sometimes you add a little color, right? But oftentimes
so
just a gel, a clear
gel. If I'm
gel.
doing a nice event or a fancy dinner or something like that, I'll fill in my eyebrows because I'll do a more glamorous makeup look. But for the most part, I leave my brows the way they are and I use a clear brow gel. And they actually have a clear brow gel. We don't have it here.
But you have it.
I do have it, and I pretty much use it every day, even if I'm not wearing makeup, because my eyebrow hairs are not only thick, but they're long, and so they'll be going all different directions. And so I really like that. So if anybody has thicker, fuller brows and you're not really into like filling them, because I do think sometimes if you have full brows and you're filling them in, it can be a bit abrasive.
Okay.
And so a clear brow gel I love it.
Okay,
Totally.
awesome. All right, so we do have both a brow pencil. This is what the brow pencil looks like, and then the brow gel. Now, I think we're gonna use this today. It is a little dark for me, but we're gonna go ahead and throw it on there, but we'll remind you of that. But not quite the right color for me, but.
I've also said that I prefer on women with really thin brows, I know a lot of people who prefer a pencil more. If you have thick brows but they're sparse, a tinted brow gel is great because it's quick to fill those in. And it is much quicker, but I know my mom even, and I know many of my friends who have thinner, sparse brows, prefer a pencil because it ends up typically looking a little more natural. Now, people who use tinted brow gels all the time, they get really good at it, and but it's kind of an acquired skill. Like, I'm not the greatest with a tinted brow gel because I never use it, but I know people who, it just takes practice, really.
Okay, so be warned. We're not the best at that. Okay, so step 4 is our mascara, and in the set you can choose, what I didn't mention, so if you purchase the set, you get to choose between a pencil or the gel. And then step 4, you have a choice of 2 mascaras. One is a lengthening mascara and the other is a volumizing mascara. And then the 5th product is a satin powder blush. This is the melon shade that we're going to be using today. And then last but not least, you get to choose a lip gloss, and we really love the lip glosses.
Yes.
So, okay, should we just jump right in and let's make this better? Come on, what do we got?
So, on her, we're gonna use the Dew Skin because we do have her personal shades. I am probably going to mix shade 2 and 3. She's kind of in between the 2 shades.
I've been out in the sun.
Hopefully the ring light shows the shade colors pretty well, but and we can swatch these. So.
Okay.
So the one right here, this is shade number 3, and this is shade number 2. So you can see that there is a pretty noticeable difference between the 2 shades. But honestly, one of the easiest ways to deal with that is just to mix them.
Show them that again, because
yeah,
put a little bit more on there. Yeah. So the lighter one is shade 2, and the darker one is shade 3. And you know, one seemed a little light and the other one seemed a little dark, so Isabella's just gonna mix them right there on her hand.
And I do this a lot with different foundations. If I, and I know lots of people who do, if there's a quality in a foundation they like full coverage, but then they have a foundation that they like because it's very luminous or whatever it is, you can always mix foundations. Or if you're just trying to get your perfect shade. And yeah, this is pretty much,
is that good?
Your exact shade.
Oh, perfect. But keep in mind, if you choose to go with this Skin Twin foundation, there are 18 shades. Yeah. So there's just not as many shades with the Dew Skin.
And you'll see as I'm applying with her, especially because of the ring light, how dewy this is. In natural lighting, she probably won't look as dewy, but you can see that it's pretty.
And I'm naturally dewy, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. I mean, she does not really have very much dry skin at all, so.
Well, I would disagree with that. My skin feels dry.
It doesn't look dry.
It doesn't look dry, that is true. It feels dry and it definitely soaks up the moisturizer. But I just, even when I have a perfectly clean, just no product, nothing whatsoever, I do have a little bit of a shine. And that's just a personal preference, right? Some people like a dewy makeup look.
Yeah, so some people like a dewy foundation, concealer, whatever it is, they like kind of that glow that it gives them. And then some people prefer a completely matte foundation. It's really just up to you. And that's just kind of testing out what you like. It also will have to do with your skin, the texture of your skin, and whether you have dry skin or oily skin. I have, if you have really dry skin, you're probably not gonna love a matte foundation. It's just gonna make you feel more dry. But what I love about a dewy foundation, or like a BB cream even, which is kind of the consistency of what the Dew Skin is, close your eyes, is you can apply this product and maybe you don't love how shiny or dewy you feel, so then you can apply just a little bit of powder foundation or any kind of powder, and it'll really lighten that up.
Okay.
So that's
well, and Beautycounter has a great product, that mattifying powder. Unfortunately, we don't have that with us today, but that's a great product, and Isabella has tested it with Flash. So honey, tell them about that.
So a lot of times when it comes to like powders used for baking or just baking is like to not allow your foundation or concealer to crease in like areas like your smile lines or under your eyes. But it's basically just to keep everything in place and lock in that foundation. The issue with a lot of white powders like that is when you take a picture with Flash, you'll see it. Once you wipe it off, you'll still see like, it'll basically glow with Flash. And I tested the that Beautycounter sells, and it does not have any flashback, which is great because
awesome.
nobody wants that.
So that's the mattifying powder. We don't have it with us here today, but last time Isabella helped me test some of these products. She tested that product with Flash. That is, I think, a particular issue maybe with the younger ladies. But yeah, so there you go. Another pro tip. All right, so we are moving on. We have applied the Dew Skin Moisturizer. Isabella mixed number 2 and number 3. I've been out in the sun. I've got some color on my face, so that was turned out to be kind of the perfect shade for me today. So, all right, so number 2 is the Touch Up Skin Concealer Pen. Are you getting it out?
Yeah,
it's brand new, so she's gotta pump it. And when I come out here, I actually have another one that I think is, there's 2.
Oh, here it is.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
So shades, do you know shades for concealer?
No, but I can look that up.
Yeah.
This is light, I think, what we're using. Page 8 for shades.
Yes, this is shade light.
Okay, and it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shades.
Yep. And this is this the second? Yeah.
Yes, Madison, this is my girl. She knows makeup way more than I do, so she is helping me out.
So this is the second lightest shade. The biggest thing is just preference for shade-wise in concealer. Some people like their concealer way lighter than their foundation because when you put it under your eyes, it'll brighten up under your eyes, or if you put it in certain areas, it'll help highlight your face in certain areas. And then some people like it their exact skin tone so that they can pop it on a blemish and then not have to wear any other makeup. So it's really just a preference.
Okay.
But hers is definitely light and you will see when I apply, it's definitely light for her skin color.
But that's gonna help camouflage like these underneath, because
she doesn't have a lot of blemishes to cover, so she's really just gonna be using this to help underneath her eyes and brighten things up. So we're gonna apply it here.
I'm ready, let's go. We're ready for the day, right?
And then, like I said, you can use the brush that this comes with to blend it in, but on a bigger surface, if you're gonna do like under your eyes, you're gonna probably wanna use a makeup brush or a beauty blender or whatever you prefer. And then we're just gonna start blending.
Pat, 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 right? That's the tip, don't rub, pat.
Yeah, patting, I prefer a beauty blender or some type of sponge over a brush because I feel like, especially when it comes to your concealer and foundation, it does not streak so much. I mean, you're applying something that's wet to your face, so you don't want any streaking really. You can, if you're trying to get off some excess product, you can kind of wipe a little, but for the most part, you're gonna wanna stick to dabbing because it's gonna allow it to kind of sink down into your skin in between your fine lines and stuff like that. And you can see how much this brightens up underneath her eyes. biggest thing about when you use a concealer that is significantly lighter than your skin tone or your foundation that you're using is just blending it. You want to make sure you get it blended in really nicely, or else you'll look a little crazy.
We don't want you looking crazy.
My Buffalo Excess product, and then pat. All right, look at me really quick. Okay, good.
Okay. All right. What do we think? All right. Yes, yes. Love it, love it. All right. So again, we're going for that no makeup look. Obviously, if you were doing this on your own, it would be much, much quicker. You can do this probably in 5 minutes after you've done it just a couple times. You get your routine down.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. I lost our page. What's our next step?
Okay, so I think brows.
Oh yeah, brows. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the brow gel that we have is not the right shade for me, but we're gonna go ahead and use it anyway, and then maybe we'll just kind of try to lighten it up a little bit because we want to show it to you.
So,
hi Cynthia, hi Tara, thanks for hopping on. This is my daughter Isabella, and she is helping us to test out some of these great Beautycounter makeup products.
alright. So since her brow gel is much darker than her eyebrow color, what I'm gonna do is, and you can do this at home too if you don't like a thick coat on your eyebrows, and I kind of recommend doing this anyways, is kind of wipe the excess off the brush, because once you apply too much, it's hard to get off, basically.
Okay.
So get the excess off
Once
the
you
brush.
put it on your face.
Yeah. I mean, it's meant to stay all day.
Right.
So
I think what Isabella was saying before is because I'm so sparse out here, unless you're pretty skilled or you practice a lot with the gel, it's hard to not get it actually on your skin, right? And if it's on your skin, that's not going to look as natural.
And it also the reason I also suggest wiping it off is if it starts clumping, then you're going to get clumps in your hairs, and then you're going to get spots on your skin, and it's not going to look like hairs. It's gonna look like little blobs.
Okay.
And then it doesn't look so natural. So it's really just a skill. I love a brow gel, tinted or clear, but it's just something you gotta practice with. And then, but then some people prefer a pencil over that. So it's really up to you. You have both options.
Okay.
All right, so wipe some of that excess off. And I'm just so lightly gonna apply this. See right there.
You got it on my skin, didn't you?
Yep. The biggest thing is if you make a mistake with a brow gel, to correct it right away.
Okay.
Before it dries. And of course a makeup wipe will always get it off. You need it to.
So for those of you who've just hopped on, hi Doris and Cynthia and Tara, thank you for being here. We are, honey, I think that's not too bad.
No, but yeah, so I applied it super light so that it's not super abrasive when you look at her. And then also so there's a little bit of clumping if you get super, super close, which kind of happens pretty often with any brow gel, even clear. Sometimes I'll have to take a spoolie right through it.
Okay.
But that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna take a clean spoolie and just go right through it, get those clumps out, and it actually doesn't take off the product, but it'll even it out, disperse it some. And then boom.
There you go. So if you are a lucky lady like this kid here who has beautiful big brows, maybe you just want a clear, right? Just a clear gel to hold them in place.
That's what I love. I love it.
But I'm a little sparse out at the end, so I've got to add a little color, otherwise I look like I only have like half of my eyebrows. So
and
anyway.
I'm actually wearing the clear brow gel. I mean, you can't really tell there's a gel. You can just see all my hair, eyebrow hairs are just in place right where I want them, and that's what I love about it. So yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, so again, you can choose between a brow pencil or a brow gel with the Flawless in 5 set. So after that is our mascara choices. You can choose between a lengthening product or a volumizing product. And you noticed the last time we did this, the differences in the wands, and you had some things to say about that.
Yeah, okay, so it's really preference. Honestly, you can buy both, but this is gonna be your volumizing right here. And then this is your lengthening brush right here. And they are a little different. They're both, they're not gel brushes, which I prefer. They're like, how would you describe it? You know when you have a mascara brush and it's like silicone applicator? It's not like that, which I prefer the ones like these because I feel they don't clump as bad.
Okay.
But that's just my...
All right. So you're a fan of the applicators of these.
And
all right, what do you think I should use? Lengthening or volumizing?
I
do have decent eyelashes, but they're just so light.
I like a lengthening mascara.
Okay, let's go with that. Now this is the worst part because she gives me a hard time every time she tries to do my mascara.
No, she's like blinking and moving. Close your eyes a little. No, not all the way. There you go.
You have to talk, I can't talk.
Okay, sorry. And also a little trick when it comes to mascara is to help build up some more product on your lashes without it clumping. Instead of just going like this over and over and over and then it starts clumping, you can actually do a little side-to-side motion as you go up. And it helps build up some mascara on your lashes without going.
Are you done with this one? I want to show.
No, I gotta move towards the middle a little. You're gonna have to blink. Oh, that's good. There you go, Mom. Good.
All right, so we see a difference. What do you think? Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No makeup look. I like it. All right, let's do that other eye.
You can also use a similar technique for mascara as I did with the brow gel, and you can wipe off some extra product on the top, and that will also help remove some excess product from the brush that can sometimes cause clumping.
So tell us about when to do the lower lashes.
Okay, so I mean, it's just preference, just like anything with makeup. If you like doing it a certain way, then you do it that way. But for me personally, I don't ever put mascara on my bottom lashes unless I'm doing kind of a full glam makeup look. And the biggest reason I don't do it is no matter what I do, no matter if it's a waterproof mascara or anything, it bleeds down underneath my eyes and it drives me mad. So,
thanks, Christina.
And so, I usually keep it just on my top lashes. It'll also keep underneath your eyes looking bright. Like that's why we put that light concealer there.
Okay.
And then sometimes, and especially if you're not doing eyeshadow, then sometimes it'll just kind of look dark and like it's
so if you're going full glam and if you're doing like false lashes, right, you've got to do the lower. But if you're going for the no makeup, more natural,
and
bright look, then just do the top.
I will also say that the lengthening brush applicator is going to be better if you like doing your bottom lashes. The volumizing one is much thicker and you're not going to be able to get as precise on those little baby hairs.
All right, good tip, good tip. All right, thank you. All right, so our fifth product is a satin powder blush.
My favorite.
And there, of course, are many shades. This is the Melon, which is just very, very pretty. I like this a lot. So, what'd you say? This is your favorite?
I love blush. I wear blush even when I don't wear makeup.
Okay.
I think it gives people like a sun-kissed kind of glow. Even in the wintertime, you look more like you've had some sun with a little pink here, and I honestly even put a little on the bridge of my nose and it'll just give you that like sun-kissed look.
Awesome, awesome tip.
And also, this is a powder, blush, obviously, but they also, Beautycounter also has some liquid blushes, which I love.
I just bought her some.
Yep.
Hibiscus? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I've got the hibiscus shade.
Mm-hmm.
So if powder blush isn't your thing, then there is another option for you. So
Isabella's compensation for helping mom are some of her favorite Beautycounter products.
Yep. Alrighty, so I start on the balls of the cheeks and then I move all the way back.
Marnie, hi, welcome, welcome. Isabella's doing my makeup. We are using the Flawless in 5 set. And so you can reference your book I gave you last night if you'd like. It's on page 15. It is a no makeup look, which is definitely my preference, unless I have an event or something that I need to be a little more glam for. So I think, Isabella, you're doing a pretty good job.
Blush just makes you look awake.
Awake. I feel awake. I look awake and I feel awake. Awesome. All right. I think the coffee may be helping a little bit. Look at this giant, like I have a coffee mug the size of my head. So there you go. All right. Now I would argue this is your favorite step.
Yeah, I may have lied.
She lied earlier. She's a lip gloss girl. So we have 3 shades of the lip gloss, and Isabella, her favorite, Bare Shimmer, right?
Yeah,
is that
so
what
this is my favorite. I'm wearing it right now.
Okay, maybe we should put a different color on me since you're wearing that.
So Bare Shimmer is nice because I don't feel like I have to wear any other makeup to wear this gloss. Sometimes if you have a highly pigmented gloss, you feel like, oh, it's not going with the look I have because it looks like I need to have other makeup on. So this is the bomb. I love it. I wear it instead of like a chapstick. Like I wear it like a chapstick, basically. So I love Bare Shimmer.
Awesome. Hey, Selena, so glad that you hopped on here. Remy is laying at my feet underneath the table. He's being a good boy and being very quiet for our video. So anyway.
All right.
Ready?
So, what is this shade? This is Blush Shimmer.
Blush Shimmer. Okay.
And then this is Bare Shimmer, just so you don't get them confused.
Yeah.
The blush one is more pinky.
Okay.
And then we also have with us Peony, which is definitely more of a pink.
Yeah. And there are additional shades and you get to choose. This is the 6th product that comes in the set, Flawless in 5. Selena, I don't know, I think I gave you the lookbook. Trying to get lookbooks out to all my friends. So it's on page 14 and 15 if you want to reference, but that is the makeup that Isabella is helping me demo today.
Yep. All right, so we're putting Blush Shimmer on her. And I love these lip glosses. They're not sticky, like some lip glosses are. And they go on really smooth. And I feel like they last a while. I put my gloss on probably 15 minutes before we started this video. And as you could see, it's still...
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, shining and going. So there we go.
All right, well, this was fun. I always love it when Isabella comes over and does my makeup. So thank you for being here. I'm sure I'm gonna be buying her another lip gloss as payment for this. And yes, I'm gonna get her to help me with some eyeshadows next, I think. So anyway, thanks, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.